jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
Shout out to the hottest chat and the MFN game. A-side official. No negotiation needed, period. You already know the first in the building. WCS on deck once again. Salute. We got multiple topics. We got a couple of topics. We at least got one topic to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to get down to it. If you feel free to come in the building, you know, if you support the channel, you already know what to do. Like I always say, you all are adults, you're boxing aficionados, you support the sport, you support the channels of your favorites. And that's it. You know, if you come over here and don't hit the button, well, you know, you might feel a certain way not to do it. You know, but we got multiple topics on deck because you're looking at the thumbnail. Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney. Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia is on the horizon. We're on the cusp, y'all. Devin Haney defends his WBC super lightweight title against the one and only Ryan Garcia. We're going to get back to that. But first, at 4 o'clock, there's a drawing that's going on over there at BBS. He's got a sponsor of $30K. I just want to let you know on a Friday that if you want to collect a little bit more money, you might want to be over there today. For whatever reason. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to break it down. I'm going to give my reaction. So, you know, shout out to Richards and Hitchens. He's going to be on deck this weekend. I wish him nothing but the best, man. Heading into that fight with Lemos to get that victory. I like Richard Hitchens. He's been talking his shit. You know, he's been performing. The only thing about him, I just, you know, want him to go in for the kill when it's there and to get his opponents up out of there. Yeah, he can box, fundamentally sound, all that. You know what I'm saying? And also, we're going to, you know, continue to have an update about Crawford. You know what I'm saying? And his continued journey to have someone with some cojones to fight him. Instead of people making up that he's not a likable fighter, he can't sell tickets. I want to see somebody go in there and you know, challenge him. That feel they can beat him. What y'all doing is proving that he is a dangerous fighter, and you want no parts of it. But it's a $30K donation. I mean, drawing is going. Here's some of the rules, policy, and guidelines. If you are a member, okay, so this is where you filter through it with open eyes, man. No cataracts. You can see right through it. If you are a member, supposedly your name is going in the pot because they're going to have a drawing it 1600 military time, 4 o'clock civilian time. You know what I'm saying? East Coast. They're going to have a drawing where if you are a member, that means you have to join the channel and you have to be a part of a subscription. Whatever subscription, however amount. If you choose that's what you want to do, then do it. Help the brother out. I'm not against that at all. Help him out. But in order for you to get your 30K, the members get put in the hat or the drawing 4 times. I don't know why the members now, all of a sudden to get, the members, you got to get a member of the channel. You got your name will be put in the hat 4 times. Not 3 times, not 2 times, not 1 time, but 4 times, y'all. If you are a moderator, supposedly your name is going to be in the drawing twice. If you are a moderator now, you know what I'm saying? If you are a mod, your name is going to be in there uno, dos. All right? So you have twice the opportunity to get that marvelous, marvelous, marvelous Marvin. Oh, you are a friend of mine. You have twice the opportunity. Then the members, their name is going in there 4 times. The subscribers, he didn't say the subscribers. Subscribers, you don't matter. Because if the moderators are going in there twice, then the subscribers, you might not even be in the hat, man. You might just get a 1, depending on who he knows right off the rip. He might put your name in there. I doubt all those subscribers. Supposedly, when you're over 150K, let me go check. Let me do my due diligence because I don't pay attention over there too much. This just happened to be dumped in my inbox. 255K subscribers, y'all. No check mark, but he's giving away 30K. Now, I was talking with my colleague, right? And he said some very, very business orientated points. You know what I'm saying? He pretty much put it out there. Shout out to Arnold Brown in the building. Salute to you. Shout out to IOTBA Boxing Talk in the building, on deck. Salute, man. Mike is in the building. So he he made a very valid point that particular individual BBS, if it's other ways that he can use the 30K. You can basically sponsor fighters. You know what I'm saying? If you're in the game of media and in boxing, 30K can go a long ways with sponsoring fighters. You know what I'm saying? Allowing fighters to benefit, not mods, not channel members. What the fuck are we talking about? The fighters are the one that's going in there and sacrificing everything and lacing up, answering the bell. Not the subs, not the mods, and not the members. Why would you give 30K to a freaking member? And what if it's a member that don't even count? Now, just like I predicted when the debate series was going on, it was going to be somebody, that we all know. Well, guess what? Dookie Brown was the one that ended up being the one that took the money, right? Something like that. I guarantee you this 30K is going to be to somebody that we know. Out of all the drawings and spinning them fucking wheel, you're going to hear about a name that you hear all the time over there. Out of all the people that's supposed to be in here, 4 times if you're a member. This is a moment on Friday, on April 5th, that you're going to have goofballs becoming a member of the channel just thinking that they're going to get 30K. Just to help, get a fluctuation. Now, usually I don't really dive into people's, what they doing with their money. But only time I really comment is when I feel that the S word is not the way it's supposed to. Like, I don't feel genuine, about this giveaway. Why 30K? Why not 10K? Why not give out 10K 3 times and have it with 3 different type of giveaways? Why 30K all in one shot makes no MFing sense to Scotty. It makes no sense to me. You know all these fighters out here struggling? You can get a list of all these fighters, put them in the hat, and say, you know what? The first 10K, we're going to split it up. We're going to get 5 fighters. We're going to get 5 fighters. We don't have no drawing. We don't need no drawing. 5 fighters. And we're going to donate $2,000 a piece. And that's going to be sponsorship money, you know what I'm saying, for their next fight. And then you can have another one, 10K. If we're talking about 30, we can do another 10K. It can be involved in something else dealing with the fighters. And then you can have another 10K where you divide. You know, just to get the recognition. But to give away 30K all in one shot, just off of spinning the wheel, makes no sense to a sane person on this dang social media platform at all. It's the dumbest, dog. You giving away 30K to a freaking member whose name gonna be added. Why the members are added 4 times? Because they joined the channel. So in order for them to believe they're gonna get a chance, you know who I think gonna win? Who's gonna get this money? It's probably gonna be 78 Sports TV. It's probably gonna be somebody within. Look. Don't say I ain't tell you. It's gonna be somebody in the LDBC. This seemed like, you know, let WCS tell it. The LDBC has a freaking event coming up down here in the ATL. They have an event coming up in August, right? This seemed like one of those shams. Hey, I'm gonna donate money and somebody in the LDBC gonna get it. Something ain't adding up, man. You know what I'm saying? Call me skeptical all you want. You know what I'm saying? Call me, you know, optimistic. But I'm curious to know if it's gonna be somebody in the LDBC that just happens to win, y'all. We're talking about 255K subscribers. And if you a mod, your name get in there twice. If you are a member, your name added in there 4 times. And then a sub, your name might be in there half a time. You might be in there, and then they have you on vanishing mode. They put you in there and your name vanish. It shows that he put you in there. Then when it comes to the drawing, your shit vanished. Real talk. And then it's supposed to happen at 4 o'clock. And have them thinking they're gonna get 30K. I just don't like shit that's just. I'm just saying, man. I just don't get it. Let's see who wins. I'm listening right now. Don't say I'm out of pocket. I just don't see why you would get 30K off to a random individual. What does it do for you? You gonna give 30K away for what? That makes no business sense or no sense when it comes to you sponsoring fighters. You supposed to be like all involved, a silent partner and shit like that. Why are you giving away 30K to a random? It's not even near Christmas time yet. You could have split that up. Got 30K up there. We don't know if that's prop money. Let me see who's gonna win. The wheel's about to win. The wheel's about to spin right now. Let's see this clown show. They spinning the wheel, y'all. You can find this on BBS if you choose to tune in. Let me see how many people. 370 is spinning. Well, it must not be too many. You know, 370 watching out of 255K. Is that even 1%? Or that's 0.1%? You know what I'm saying? 255K subs and only 365 in the building. He said 4 o'clock, man. I'm looking for this 30K, man. I'm a sub. I've been a sub for a while. I wonder if WCS have a window of opportunity. Was I put in the freaking drawing? Huh? I don't care. He keep on saying he gonna spin it in a second. Can y'all see the wheel? Can y'all see the wheel? Can y'all see the wheel? 30K about to be squandered and given away to a random, y'all. Not a boxer. Gonna spin the wheel. Here you go. The wheel is spinning, y'all. Let's see if 78 get it. Oh, 78 Sports. Oh, they got the funding. They got the funding for freaking... H-Dub. Winner. Matter of fact, I don't know who this cat is. Anybody know if H-Dub is an LDBC member or not? Is H-Dub an LDBC member? So HW1, whoever that is he an LDBC member? Is he an LDBC member? Because out of 255 subs, I know all those is not LDBC members. Where you at in the chat? I want to see if you're a LDBC. Where you at? HW. Where you at? I want to see. Where's HW? Is you an LDBC member? I think you might be an LDBC member. I want somebody to prove me wrong. Okay, where you at? Where you at? I want to go to this channel. Where you at? Where you at? Come on, man. Usually I don't be off with this shit. Go to his channel. WS be on this shit, dog. I be on this shit. Let me see. So he joined February 18, 2016. He has one video. He has one video. He had one video. Nebraska Whitetail Doe. Let me see. One video. I don't see anything about the LDBC, but there's no telling who this is, y'all. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He said, he done said H-Dub like 20 times. H-Dub in the chat, right? And he ain't clicked the link yet. You know what I'm saying? Click the motherfucking link, man. So people, is he an LDBC member? All I want to know. Because they got their freaking LDBC event coming up. They picnic coming up. He's using the soundboard a lot. Thanks to Shaw News for having him step his game up with the soundboard. Because he didn't have a soundboard until I heard, you know, Shaw News start using it. Hey, H-Dub, please get on here because he keep calling your name and you in the chat to my, oh my God, OMG, OMG. Who are you, brother? Are you LDBC? Hurry up so I can get to the regular schedule program. Hurry up, man. I ain't never seen nobody, you know, be supposedly random. So HW don't know how to click the link and come on. This better not be A-side. This better not be a LDBC member, dog. I'm calling bullshit on this motherfucking. And when you know HW is a member. You know what I'm saying? He's a member. Let me see. Joined 8 years ago, no subs. And this is the most idiotic thing I've seen in a minute. For channel creators, if you're gonna basically give away 30K and you're supposed to be a boxing fanatic, give it, make sure it lines up with the boxers. Support and sponsorship the boxers. You know what I'm saying? People who are in the business, as I was talking to my colleague, he presented a great analogy in how you make that work for you with the boxers. You know what I'm saying? Sponsoring the boxer, the fighters. You know what I'm saying? The boxers, when they're in fight camp, they're not drinking 7-Eleven Moet. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. They're not talking about drinking Moet. H-Dub still haven't came on the panel yet. It's going on 410. First of all, if you got 30K cash in your hand, you can't do that on freaking Cash App. You can't do that on Cash App, bro. This dude haven't even clicked the link yet. Haven't even came on here. Haven't did shit. Anybody find out if this dude the LDBC member or not? You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't make any sense to me at all. But I will keep a close eye on that. Let me get back to the regular schedule program. Shout out to the news by Shaw News Sauce Experience. Salute to you, man. Team Tucker official on deck. You already know, man. Good point you made. Good point. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't take a boxing scientist to figure out that the 30K would have benefited several fighters throughout the organization that could have used that money to support their families, to feed their families, to feed themselves. You know what I'm saying? To basically get ahead on some bills they might have, leading up to their next fight. Could purchase some new equipment if they don't have any sponsorship. It really could have been something special. But God damn it, hey, on a Friday night, on a Friday afternoon, let's just give this away to a random. It has nothing to do with any boxing, anything. Let's just give this shit away. You know what I'm saying? Give it away. Just give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Yeah, that's what we need to do. Just give away 30K. The boxers don't need it. The boxers don't need it, y'all. Let's get to Haney and Ryan Garcia. That's a lot of talk that's out there that pretty much that they're looking at potentially Devin Haney not having really a tough time in the ring, but doing what Devin does, boxing Ryan Garcia pretty thoroughly. Devin sits at 31 victories and 0 defeats and 15 knockouts. Boxing him thoroughly. But just like we seen in, the Tim Tszyu and Fundora fight, the Sebastian Fundora, that something strange might happen. You know what I'm saying? People are insinuating that it might be some type of robbery. There might be some type of assassination attempt on Devin Haney's record. I'm serious. I'm just repeating what they're saying. They believe this fight is just something mysterious is going on here. You know what I'm saying? An ominous type aura that's emitting itself from this fight. Something seems weird, odd about this fight. And look, the favorite should absolutely, no doubt about it, be Devin Haney heading here. Ryan Garcia has the opportunity. He's been locked in, training y'all over there at the world-class furniture store in the intense heat You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure if it's cold outside, it's hot inside. If it's hot outside, it's hot inside. You know, that's why Errol Spence, you know, he left one heat wave and came over to the next because, you know, they were saying that the temperature inside the furniture store, even the pledge was bubbling up off the furniture. So I don't know how long Ryan stays in that humidity or that temperature oven, you know, especially with his hair. He loves his hair staying in place. The mousse might start to melt and sweat off. But I'm really, you know, examining this fight to see if it's possible for me to be persuaded that Diddy James can actually coach a fighter. Change up his style a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Not a regular that he had. Because Ryan Garcia doesn't have that you know, talent, in my opinion. You know, he was able to get to Jermell Charlo and Errol Spence Jr. up to where they were. But Ryan is different. You know what I'm saying? Ryan is different. He's a piece of work. He's a piece of work. I'm curious to know. Hold on for a second. I'm curious to know if Diddy James can persuade me to reduce the amount of criticism I have as for him as a coach, with Ryan Garcia coming out here and really showing us that he can make it happen. I'm curious. I'm very curious if he can do this shit. Can Diddy James present a Ryan Garcia that goes out here and give Devin Haney a fight? You know what I'm saying? That's the one side that I'm concerned about. I'm not really concerned about Haney's side because fundamentally he supersedes the skill set of Ryan Garcia. But at the end of the day, when I look at Ryan Garcia, I look at the way he was doing the showsy ozy posy in his last fight with Duarte, and then to find out that he's over there in the furniture store, you know what I'm saying, dibbling dabbling with Derrick James, who was trying to once again slap the fuck out of him with the mitts. I really, deep down inside, I'm not lying. You know, I know I ad-lib a lot sometimes, and you know, I can have just a sprinkle of sarcasm every now and then. But I'm really curious to know if the curriculum that Diddy James is putting out over there, has Ryan been listening, and will he be able to go in there and execute? And if the fight isn't going their way, can Diddy James provide him with the advice to go in there and make that change, make adjustments? I'm curious about that. I'm really curious about, you know, can he make that shit happen, bro? I want to know. I'm pretty sure there's plenty other people that is curious to see if this can happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm curious to know, man. You know, because it seems like the train that Errol Spence was riding on, they're still removing the carts off the track, and they're still in the process of recovery to try to rebuild the train tracks after that derailment. You know what I'm saying? Once again, funding is everything. Blue could have used that $30K to help the Errol Spence railroad system get back on track, but he didn't. You know what I'm saying? He didn't. He wanted to do it something else. But I'm looking at this, right? And I want it to be a damn good fight. I do. I want to see, you know, Devin Haney go in there and defend his title. It's not like he ain't defended the title before, but I just want to see a good fight. I want to see a good fight, man. You know what I'm saying? Is it going to be Haney? Is it going to be a Garcia? I just want to see a no nonsense. I don't want to see no bullshit. I don't want to see no hocus pocus. I just want to see a good fight. I want Ryan to shock, to have that shock value and say, damn, he looked good under Diddy James. If that's the case, I'm going to give him his props, man. I'm going to say Diddy James did the damn thing. I underestimated him for this fight. That still doesn't take away the travesty that occurred, you know, July 29th. But if he can provide some type of relief in sending Ryan Garcia back into the square under his banner, and he looks great. He looks solid. He looks competitive. He looks like his boxing IQ is a bit higher than a step stool. Then I will have no problem coming back on here and saying, you know what? You know, Diddy did his thing. In light of everything I'm seeing on the news, Diddy did his motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Diddy James, bitch. He did his thing with Ryan Garcia. I want to see, is it possible? That's all. That's my only thing. I just want to see if it's possible. So y'all definitely keep your eyes peeled for that fight, man. I don't want no hocus pocus. I don't want no bullshit. I don't want no damn Tony Weeks stopping the fight just because Devin Backup was up against the ropes and he want to stop the fight and Ryan Garcia become champion. And people's like, what? Just so you can give a rematch out there based off controversial stoppage? I'm telling you, this shit happens in boxing, y'all. Black on deck, I see you. What's good? So I got some fighters for sponsorships. Hey, man. Could it be a plant? Hey, man. I just want to know if that's an LDBC member. Is old boy Steele haven't came up to the motherfucking spot yet. Still. That's why I'm calling bullshit on that motherfucking. How can you be in the chat saying, oh my God, I don't have it set up or something? Look, what's the odds of having a member who win that don't know how to click a link and come on the screen or anything like that? Come on, man. Man, y'all are adults. We are adults. Anyway, I got to stick back to the subject. I'm looking forward to a damn good fight. That's all I can say. I'm looking forward to a solid scrap between them. You know what I'm saying? Let's transition to Richards and Hitchens. Richards and Hitchens has been talking his shit lately. He's going in there against Gustavo Limas. Limas is 29-0, y'all. Richards and Hitchens 17-0, 7 knockouts. Gustavo is 29 on the record with 0 defeats, y'all. 29-0, 19 knockouts. Richard Hitchens has 7 knockouts. Gustavo Limas has 19. Hitchens 7, Limas 19. So his alias, Limas, is El Electricky. How you put it? It's electricity, but El Electrico. Electrico. That's what it is. El Electrico. And then also, I don't know if he got any tips from the OG. You know what I'm saying? Marcus Maidana. Because he's an Argentinian fighter, and we know, Argentinian fighters, they be bringing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Hitchens is not gonna happen. Hitchens can box, man. This is orthodox, 5'5.5", right? His height. Hold on for a second. Hitchens is 5'10", 74-inch reach, 26 years old. Hitchens don't have an alias. You know what I'm saying? You just call him the brother. We're just gonna call Hitchens the brother. He don't have an alias. The brother is fighting El Electrico. Electrico. Electrical. El Electrical. You know what I'm saying? He's 28 years old. You know? And this should be a nice one, man. This is gonna be a nice one, for real. This is gonna be a nice one. It's happening tomorrow. The weigh-ins today, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a little intense. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a little bit intense at the weigh-ins. Let me see if the weigh-ins are even up on deck yet. Because usually with the weigh-ins, yeah, the weigh-ins is going on right now as we speak. So they working themselves up the card. Electrico. Electrical. That's a fund, the electrician or the electric or whatever, it is. He's facing a hitter, a hitter, man. Has more experience than he has. If Hitchens goes in here and have a very solid performance, then people are gonna start reeling him in closer for the all the Devin Haney fight. Devin Haney talk he's been talking. Subriel Matias, Teofimo Lopez. He talking about all of them. Freaking Isak Cruz. He talking about all of them, man. The only thing about Hitchens though, I just want him to, be able to go in for the kill. He'll be outboxing somebody and he'll just stay in one gear. Like he'll just stay in that one gear and it's not fan friendly. So I think that's another reason why he's talking a lot more now. He's showing his disrespect. I get it, man. I ain't mad at him. Do what you got to do, but you got to go in there and win, homie. You got to go in there and win, bro. Stickum Boys Fishing and Sports, salute. He has to go in there and win, people. That's all I'm saying. If you've been looking at the headlines or whatever, there's some outlets that's been giving Devin Haney the check mark of being the better fighter and everything. But when you hear haters out there like Samson talking, trying to compare Haney because he tuned into YouTube and he don't find a fan friendly style that Devin Haney has. Listen, at the end of the day, we know he can box. We know he can box. We're trying to see if Ryan Garcia can box, though. We're trying to see, can he box in the company of Devin Haney, a fighter who was undisputed lightweight, and now he's holding the WBC title. Let's see if he can box. They can say it's boring. Okay, got it. But can Ryan Garcia take advantage of the boredom? Can he stop the fans from yawning? If that is the case with Devin, can he go over there and excite the crowd? Can you, Ryan? I want to know. This is your opportunity, buddy. This is your opportunity. Just because you have a win in between that loss, people remember what you was doing in that Duarte fight. You was doing some real funky, turning to the rear march and all this other shit in the ring. The showzy posy. I don't think you should think you want to do that with Devin. I'm curious, like a lot of people there, Ryan. All the talk, all the mental health, all the I got witnesses, I got video. They forced me to look at this. They tied me down with freaking copper and fiber and fish wire, fish twine. And I couldn't move. I was barely breathing. And they grabbed some toothpicks and put them in between my eyelid and held my eyes open and shined the freaking spotlight in my face so I can keep my eyes open and see. You did all this weird, crazy dark side type of shit. Are you willing to go to the dark side April 20th to prove to the people that you are to be taken serious? That's what we want to know, Ryan. We want to know if it's all talk and you can back it up, or this is it. This is the end of the road. You know what I'm saying? Should we key in the music? You know what I'm saying? Is this the end of the road for Ryan Garcia? I don't know. I'm just tired of hearing, that he has the answers to so much. He went through this freaking saga of telling people that this and that and the other was going on with him. They forced him to do that. No. We gotta stick to it, yo. So let me see this guy. This guy HW finally came on. Let me see who this guy is, man. Let me see. the dude finally showed up. He looks like a white guy. I never really seen him, but obviously he's a member, or whatever the case is. You know, it had to be a member because their name go in there 4 times. But congratulations to you, man. He's talking about giving his wife the Moet and going on vacation. Kudos to you, man. You know, because a fighters don't need no money like that in sponsorship. Because this is a boxing channel, or is this the boxing channel or Hollywood? Yeah, oh, it says TV on there. It says TV. So okay, we got the television reality. You know what I'm saying? This guy has a beard like he's the bushwhack people, whatever. But he won him 30 grand for whatever reason. I don't know, but somebody donated that for a giveaway, and this dude was the one who's the lucky winner. Congratulations to you, man. I'm done talking about this for now. But let's get down to the situation that's still pending. Dan Tan on deck. I see you. You know what I'm saying? The situation is ongoing, and it's coming up from what I'm hearing. You know what I'm saying? I did make contact with somebody that one of my connects over there at PBC. You know what I'm saying? And we are supposed to be talking once I get off this live about some questions. They was actually in a meeting. So I'm definitely going to be able to have some information, hopefully, on this situation already. Because the ones who behind the scene, they know what's going on. And what we understand is that the king of boxing right now, Terrence Bud Crawford, he still has all these naysayers up there trying to say that no one wants to see him. He don't sell this. That's why he's not going to get that, this thing and the other. We continue to hear the same raking of the leaves all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? And right now it's been old for a long time. I'm just saying it's been old and tired. We're just waiting to see what the WBO has. You know what I'm saying? In this matter, it's only the 5th of April. We want to see if Lou DeCuba is what Samson say he is, because he say he's the best talker in boxing. He's going to go up there and talk to the WBO president, Paco. He's going to go approach Paco, y'all, and see if they can work out an agreement for Fundora to keep these belts. Now, you know damn well that wouldn't be beneficial to the 154-pound division, because right now it's kind of popping. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you all seen the Fight Hype interview conducted with Erickson Lubin, but Lubin was saying that, you know, his name was in the pot, and then, you know, they came up with Thurman, and people was acting like that he turned down the fight and stuff like that, which wasn't true. And he was saying that they are showing bias and so forth. And this is the guy that's already been in there with Fundora, but he said he'd definitely like the opportunity to fight a Tim Tszyu. He would like the opportunity to go back in there with Fundora. You know, he didn't have no qualms with that. And also, he wants to fight Jermell Charlo. So even though Jermell Charlo has been proven not to have had a seizure, he's still a champion that's in recess, y'all. So we can't forget Mr. Whiner, snot tissue blowing Jermell Charlo, Mr. I love the 400-meter dash for 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? The former undisputed super welterweight boxing Olympic track and field athlete Jermell Charlo. We're still waiting on when he's going to come back. Who is he going to be fighting? Are they going to wait to a right time to bring back Jermell Charlo against Fundora? Or is Charlo moving up to 60? I mean, Charlo and his brother was champions at 54 at the same time. I believe you've been in the division long enough that you can now go, knowing that you unified the entire division, now you can go to 60, man, where ain't shit popping. Go up there, and since you and your brother don't get along, go up there and challenge your brother. Activate your WBC and go fight your brother Maul, man, at a catchweight or something. That's the fight everybody want to see. But until then, I don't think Mel Charlo is going to fight Terrence Crawford. Sampson had already made it clear that in no way, shape, or form he wants to fight Crawford. It's not for the reasons that he is suggested to the media, that Crawford has a no likable style and he doesn't sell tickets. It's simply they don't want their fighter going in there and reminding people as to why he is as great as he is and beat Fundor's ass. You know what I'm saying? Put paws on the bamboo, the Mexican bamboo stick. They know Crawford will put paws and chop that man down. And they'll be once again saying, and ladies and gentlemen, we bring to you a stoppage in the 5th round. Formerly known as Terrence Bud Crawford, now acknowledged officially as Omaha's Paul Bunyan. You know, Terrence Crawford, they may basically rename him after chopping down that bamboo tree. You know what I'm saying? They may say the fighter formerly known as Bud Crawford. They might call him Paul Bunyan from here on out. You know what I'm saying? They might have him, doing photo shoots with an axe. Like, damn, this man is absolutely chopping all his opponents down and nobody can stop him. His name is back popping, in the algorithm. Everybody wants to know. This is the anticipation that you want. You want to know how boxing is going to present us with the results. Again, are they going to slap us once again, with an open palm? Or are they going to bless us and do the right thing and strip Fundora of the WBO title and give it to Crawford? Give it to Crawford to fight. Not give it to Crawford's possession, but give Crawford the opportunity to fight for the WBO title. And if it's with Josh Kelly, so be it. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna, we're not gonna sit up here and complain about who's in the ranking system. That's not Crawford. That's not. It doesn't say Crawford, BudCrawford.com, and this is the boxing rankings. No, that's not the case. He has nothing to do with the rankings. So look, check this out now. Look how I'm about to present this to you. Now, so there's so many people bitching about Josh Kelly, right? And when Crawford don't have the rankings, and I tell you, every time somebody else do it, it's okay, but when Crawford do it, it's a problem. So Josh Kelly's in the rankings, and they saying he's trash, right? But if we're talking about the rankings, right? Hasn't Crawford recently been a victim of the ranking system? Wasn't Jaron Ennis in the rankings? And the IBF submitted a letter and stripped him because he was contractually obligated? So let's not say that the rankings is not to your liking because Josh Kelly is an opponent that it's a high percentage of Crawford going in there beating his ass. But then again, you go back to the ranking system on how Jaron Ennis was the IBF mandatory and was able to get that letter submitted and receive that you have mail. Bing! You have mail. Bing! You have mail. Bing! Bing! You have mail. Bing, 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 bing. You have mail. You have mail. You have mail. You have mail. If we really want to talk about ranking systems now, y'all want to bitch and complain about Josh Kelly, but you're not doing that about Ennis, because Ennis absolutely used his ranking to have the IBF submit that paperwork to get his taxes early. He got his IBF taxes early, y'all. He got that money quick in a hurry. And look, the Ledger was an IBF World Championship. Paid in full, y'all. Once again, I say paid in full. Bing, you have mail. Bing, 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 you have mail. Yeah, that shit was paid in full, y'all. So shut y'all ass up talking about, well, Josh Kelly, who want to fight that? He can fight Spence. There you go again. Saying what he can do. The man is trying to addition a 4th division to his legacy, and you're telling him where to go. If he needed you to direct traffic, we would see you on his IG. There would be mention of you on his team or something. But if we're going to talk about rankings, understand what Jaron Ennis just did to Crawford after winning the undisputed titles the right way. That's all I'm saying. He did it the correct way. Once again, he did it the correct way. He jumped through the ropes with a fishnet dangling off the right side of his shoulder. He also, just in case the fish was flopping around on the canvas, there was nets on his shoes. There were fans of the opponent in the arena. The stage was set. His family was in attendance. The stage had all the areas covered when it comes to the fans that was in attendance, friends, family, teams, all that. Football teams, football owners. Everybody was there for that day to witness the T-Mobile massacre. So right now, we're trying to get him settled in at the 154 division. And that's why, the live streams talk about Crawford and where he's going. And then, Spence's name may come up every now and then. But really, we don't know what's going on with him. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. Is he still standing over there in the arena talking about big dog, big dog, big dog? Has he went back to DeSoto yet? We don't know. Is he made it back to the farm? Is him and Mr. Ed having a conversation? Hello, people. My name is Mr. Ed. Is he on the farm talking to his horse? Huh? Because the last time I checked, man, that shit was looking real dizzy. He was supposed to be the one that was jumping in the ring and betted on Fundora. And then, all of a sudden, the team that was saying Spence, Crawford, Canelo did not win that night. But the team that did have the belt around their waist, people, they was talking about a rematch with Zoo. They wasn't even talking about next up the big dog, Crawford. Spence. I had it right the first time, but the big dog, he said the big dog, Spence. They wasn't even talking about him. But they did give him some good graces to say he's willing and able to surrender and take 50-50 when he was up there giving Crawford the hardest time in the world. And Crawford had just one less belt than Fundora, but he had multiple divisions already. And this man was talking about 70, 30, 80, 20, whatever we give him. But all of a sudden he's on his knees, kowtowing, bowing down and saying, yeah, I'll take 50% just to get in there. No. That shit don't make no sense. That shit don't make no sense at all, man. So let's continue to be patient and vigilant. Let's continue to keep our ears open. Let's continue to make this a glorious journey once again to a 4th division title and see if somehow, some way Crawford can pull this off. If he's able to fight for 1/4, go in there and win against Josh Kelly if he's the next opponent, 1 is better than 0. and then we'll see how the rest goes. Either way, he's just added another division. Let's do that first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? He's a 4th division champion at the end of the day. Granted, everything goes well with him getting the vacated title and being able to fight for it against the mandatory, the ranking Josh Kelly. After that, would I want Spence and Crawford to rematch? Absolutely would. You know what I'm saying? I have no issues with Spence getting a rematch with Crawford because, you know what I'm saying, he did lose. He was locked into the rematch. He did procrastinate and freaking hoodwink his fans. You know what I'm saying? He did waste our time. But I want to see the rematch, man. I want to see it. I do. I want to see that. It's just something about that empty void. You know what I'm saying? When they draw chalk around the body and then it's still there. You don't have some rain, tornado, and then you go back to the crime scene and you still see that dang outline of the body there. It's just something about that, you know what I'm saying? One of those violent acts of assault. One of those acts of crime that you see play out and your jaw is just dangling. You know what I'm saying? You are experiencing the violence as it plays out in real time. You know what I'm saying? But the fucked up thing about it is that you found out that Crawford was giving him that type of beatdown. So now in the rematch, it's just basically returning and basically giving back to the community once again, because I think Crawford should definitely step back in there with Spence because they didn't get enough of it the first time. After he won, they were saying that he was cheating. He was on snack. He was on juice. He had loaded gloves. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I said, hey, I want to see this rematch again at a higher weight division so I can continue to have content on this, you know. And also I want to see it myself. I want to be able to see it in this era. I want to be able to appreciate it. I want to be able to speak on it. And I want to continue to basically take the tips of my finger and dip them in that vapor rub and sprinkle some black. I'm talking about that original black pepper. You know what I'm saying? And rub some wasabi on that shit too. And just then tell the aerosexuals, don't worry about it. You're going to feel a little burn. And just rub that on their fucking pupils. You know what I'm saying? So when they finally clear up and heal, because with that vapor rub is going to get all the cataracts. It's going to burn all the cataracts away. They'll be able to clearly see that the shit just went down again. He just beat that ass a second time. You know what I'm saying? Crawford to be 42-0 once again. So we can close that chapter. That's all we want to do. We want to close the chapter. And we want to send the aerosexuals back in freaking seclusion. Back to the white padded room. You know, before that, last time I didn't do it, but this time I'm thinking about donating some straight jackets. I'm going to sign them. You know, get some initials and shit from some of my favorite content creators on here that support Bud Crawford. And get their signature on there, man, and you know, hand it out to the ones who headed back down that road so they can really think about it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want to do. I just want to remind the aerosexuals that I care. I care. And that no matter how mad you get, it's not going to change the results, man. It's not going to ever change the results. No matter what name you call me, it's not going to change the results. It's not going to change that beating, that drubbing. Once again, that drubbing. That's what we waiting on. We being patient and we're gonna just wait it out. We're gonna see what happened with the WBO president, and we're gonna be professionals. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we're gonna keep it professional. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep it professional. Because all I want to know that's gonna bring a smile to all of this is the fact that Crawford get an opportunity to face fight for that WBO title and get that belt around his waist so he can continue to look forward to the next championship fight. You know what I'm saying? Or like I said before, a rematch. I have no issues with him rematching Crawford. I'm not gonna say Spence, rematching Spence, because yesterday I really thought he himself. You know what I'm saying? Because he'd been knowing himself. My fault, y'all. That was some aerosexuals trying to jump over the electric fence. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of messed up the dang connection. But it's another day in the hole, man. It's the 5th of April. Just be patient. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come down. People are looking forward and anticipating whether we're gonna get a rematch at 154. That's what we want to see at a different weight class. Because Crawford is still a unified champion, undisputed at 147 too. You know what I'm saying? He never lost against Ennis. He had to be the victim of thievery. So he's still unified champion at 147. So you have to take in consideration that he may potentially have a fight down there. I don't know with who. You know what I'm saying? I don't know with who, but he may potentially have a fight down at 147 or vacate the titles. Bud gonna stop Canelo. What's good? Pound for pound king. What's good? Salute. That's where I'm at. He might have a fight down there at 47, but ultimately, if him and Spence are fighting, okay, it's gonna be at 54, and it's just gonna wipe away all the false accusations or the doubt or anything. I think it's a fight that should happen, man. You know what I'm saying? I want it to happen again. The whooping. I want it to happen again. I think it's healthy for the aerosexuals to see it all over again. You know what I'm saying? And look, I said this before. It'd be good if Crawford could go to Texas and fight Spence at AT&T. It'd be good because then you're looking at it like when he beat him in Texas, that means Spencer's gonna have to move out of the state after that because they're gonna be pissed. They're gonna say, "Man, I know you could have found some coach or some trainer to look at some film of Crawford and prepare you better than that." I mean, I would love to see him fight Spence in Texas, bro. Seriously. You know, that's like a slap in the face. You have a man come in your own backyard and fight you. Yeah, I would like to see that. I'm not going to lie to you. I would like to see him fight Spence in Texas. For real. It's only fair. You know what I'm saying? You beat his ass over there in Vegas and then you beat his ass in his backyard. I mean, I would like to see that, man. Plus, you have the hometown crowd to show up. And with Samson, you know, you want to talk about packing out 90,000 easily, and people be sitting on, you know, on the ceiling, not the ceiling, the top rafters, on the freaking street lights. You have Crawford and Spence come to Texas in a rematch, and I guarantee you they will absolutely sell AT&T Stadium out like no other, because people, they have just an inkling of hope. They say, I know he could do it. I know. They believe what Crawford did and how he did it was partially a fluke. So if they can fight in Texas, that'd be good money, I think, because Jerry Jones, you know, have his hand in it. You know, it'd be nice, man. You know what I'm saying? It'd be nice to see that energy. All them boxing fans be able to attend that fight. You know, you was a part of history in Vegas, and now you get to be a part of the other side of history in your backyard. I like it. Real talk. I like that fight. Let me see where they at with this right now. I'm looking at the zone right now. I'm not looking at the other shit. I just want to see how it played out. Did it get a little feisty? Was it some pushing and shoving? You know what I'm saying? Plus, you know, let me see. Let me pull this up. Okay. Gustavo is up. El Electrico. El Electrico. They just introduced, I mean, I'm just looking at it where they introduced Gustavo. And shout out to my boy Carlos Jackson. He's fighting out of the ATL from the West Coast. He's on the zone tonight, co-main event. You know what I'm saying? Fighting Alexis. I think his name is Bastar. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy Carlos Jackson. Best wishes to you, man. Going in there getting that victory tonight. We need that. We need that dub, Carlos. I'll be watching. Gustavo came in at 138.4. Richardson Hitchens, 139.8. Hitchens looking great shape. Gustavo looking great shape. This should be a very, very good fight, man. Like I said earlier, you know, the experience on paper lies in the court of Gustavo. But you see fighters with very little experience, you know, as a professional coming up the ranks pretty heavy. You know, they taking on these fighters with all this experience and they winning. So we waiting on Hitchens for this face-off. Just like yesterday, slight height difference. Gustavo is all business. Richardson is all business. Got a little smirk on his face. He's ready. You know what I'm saying? Both made weight. Gustavo has his hands crossed like, man, I ain't worried about you. I'm good. You need to worry about me. It's going to be good. It's going to be a good fight. Yeah, it is. It's official. Good shit. Good shit. Your Dallas Stadium would be perfect to destroy Spence like a lion and gazelle in the same cage. Something about that fight. People always talking about selling, selling, selling. He's not a seller and all this. You know what I'm saying? I really would like to see him fight in Texas because I believe that either way it goes, he'll beat Spence regardless. Um, Such a high profile fight. I can't say that boxing wouldn't attempt to rob somebody there, but when you don't allow it to go to the scorecards, it's a bit easier. You know what I'm saying? It's a bit easier not to be robbed. Because you don't leave it in the hands of the judges to put that pen to paper to come up with a bogus ass score. You knock them out. And I just don't see this being like a Roy Jones Jr. and Antonio Tarver. When Antonio Tarver knocked out Roy Jones, the next fight they went the distance. I don't see this with Crawford Spence. I see the same thing happening, but in shorter fashion because I look at it like this. If he's having a problem with his trainer, there's really no fresh news that's out on who he might be training with. It's just been mentions of okay, this person may be good, this person may, and then you seen that Bozy was putting his bid out there, Bozy Anderson, to say, yeah, I'll definitely like to train him, yeah, so we can size him up and see, what we're gonna work with at 54. You know what I'm saying? He come over there and get some training, then you got Team Ennis calling him out. You know what I'm saying? I haven't really heard too many trainers, boxing trainers, that's coming up to be able to train Spence. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know, man. It's puzzling at the moment. I don't know if it's true or not that he owes him that money. But the reason why I have my money so heavily on Crawford beating him in Texas is because of his lack of discipline. You know what I'm saying? It's because of him living out of pocket. It's because of the dead space of him being outside the gym when he's supposed to be inside the gym. That's the dead space that concerns me. That it's not just all about making weight. It's all about staying your ass on the course, listening, learning, and executing. Listening, learning, and executing when you're being taught something. Can Spence be taught something new to go in there and be more competitive with Crawford in the rematch? Fuck with all this other shit going on YTC, man. We got to really look at it for what it is. The man was bragging about living out of pocket and it's damn near took his life. So, people want to say, well, what did you expect? Then Spencer went on Twitter talking about, let's see you get ejected from a car and see how you feel or something like that. And then somebody said it was your own fault that happened. And then, Spence said, duh. So, it's people out here that believe that he has residual medical conditions from that car accident. But when he was fighting Danny Garcia and Yordenis Ugas, not so much. People was like, damn, he's back, y'all. He's back. Full bill of health, back. Until he stepped in there with Crawford, and it seems like, damn. Did they check and see if his soul is still with him? Maybe his soul left in the car accident. I don't know what it was, but I complain about Crawford making it look too easy. I say, Crawford, anything you could have did, you could have just took that shit to the 12th round. You know what I'm saying? And made it look like it was gonna go the distance and then stopped him. Because the way you made it happen in the 9th round, that's never gonna leave their memory, man. That shit gonna be with them forever. They just look at it like, we just want to ignore that. We want to talk about him not selling. He's not selling. Crawford. It's never happened. He won 50-50. It'll never happen. He won a co-promote. It'll never happen. Who do you think he is? His ego. He want to do what Canelo do. Come on, man. I ain't never heard so much bitch assness. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the fight made. Let's have it in Texas. And so everybody can shut up about freaking ticket sales and shit. They'll totally sell the place out. And, you know, it'll get enough time, you know, for the Texas fans to come back and rally the troops to support Spence. You know, it'll transcend Crawford that much higher. He go in that man's hometown and beat him up. That's all. You know what I'm saying? That should be electric. Boogie, woogie, woogie. Let me put that up there. 913 on deck. What's good, man? Salute, bro. You TBA been cooking lately. Yeah, man. He has, you know, great panels, man. Great topics and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all definitely go check him out. You know, great topics over there. Great debates. You know, I don't know, bro. You know, you got some rich people out there. I don't know who they are, but I'm not mad about nobody giving away money. I'm just talking about the way for which it was distributed. It made no sense to me. And you know, my colleague made a very solid point that there was a plethora of other ways that you could have put that money out there that could have helped fighters in general. But I guess when people are donating money, you know, supposedly they just donate money and they say, hey, I want you to do a random drawing. And if they want to give their money away for whatever, it is what it is. But I don't see the fact. I mean, I don't see the purpose in not helping out a fighter. It would have been good for the fighters to get sponsorships. You know what I'm saying? It would have been good for the fighters to have an opportunity to get a portion of a slice of the pie, that 30K. Now, I'm not being a hater about it. You know, whatever that guy is, Charlie, whatever, he seems to be, you know, whoever he is, you know, I mean, they up here giving money away to just subscribers. I don't know why. I don't freaking know why. But it seems like this guy HW came on there. He wasn't a bit happy. Like if I come on there and say, oh man, you know, you're gonna have that natural feeling. Oh man, that shit. Oh, damn, I can't believe this shit. Whoever would have thought me, WCS would have won 30K on this bitch. Damn. Especially after all the shit I talked about, you actually put me in the wheel. Damn. You actually put me in the goddamn drawing and spin the wheel. I'm shocked, man. You know what I'm saying? But how do we make this damn wire transfer? You know what I'm saying? Oh, we'll talk about that off. No. Let's talk about it now. Let's make sure it happens while we on live. Okay. I want this transaction to go by real good. You know, I want it to go by real good now. Stop playing. I want to give a big shout out to Christopher White, man. You know, he's a part of the family, man. You know, me and him got the same last night. He might be a cousin or something. You know what I'm saying? I talked to mom about this stuff. I said, Mama, when dad was living and everything, you wasn't out there. I don't want to be disrespectful, but you know what I'm saying? You didn't have another son, Christopher White, did you? She's like, no. Who is that? I said, okay. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Christopher White, man, with the $10 in the Cash App. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for always supporting the channel. Much appreciated. Much appreciated, man. Let me stroll up here. But I will be back on a little bit later. I definitely want to watch my boys Carlos fight tonight. Be sure to check out the Zone. Carlos Jackson. They having a Friday night fight, man. He's 19-1. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, he's fighting a fighter that's a little bit taller than him, but you know what I'm saying, out of the ATL. Looking forward to that, man. You know what I'm saying? King Dynamite is on deck. You know what I'm saying? Fighting out of the ATL, man. Philippe Boxing. Shout out to Philippe. You know what I'm saying? Champion trainer. Don't get much recognition, but he just don't train fighters. He just don't be on TV for nothing. You know what I'm saying? He's been there with some hitters. So y'all hold it down, man. Continue to support the channel as always. I appreciate you. Shout out to the hottest chat in the MFing game. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.